I've seen at my place recently green satin bowerbirds coming down to the possum dray and pinching the twigs from the possum dray and flying off with them in their beaks. And I've seen some reports on Facebook of satin bowerbird males beginning to start creating their bowers. So just to describe for everybody with a satin bowerbird, surely we all know that bird. It's a medium-sized bird, and the male has a beautiful, deep blue, satiny coverage on all of its
sleek and beautiful
gorgeous
plumage.
Yeah.
Looks almost black until you see the light in it. And
Yeah,
you see it's
that's
blue.
right. And the male will build a bower out of twigs. He plants these twigs one end down into the soil. I don't know how he does it, and creates a gorgeous corridor.
Yeah, it's a sort of woven. He weaves it, doesn't he?
Yeah,
But it's more vertical than horizontal construction.
So he's poking all those little twigs into the ground.
With great care.
Yeah, and then he decorates the front of the bower with blue objects. And this is the reason why I wanted to talk about bowerbirds today. So in the past, I used to put out blue milk bottle tops because I loved watching the bowerbird come down and pinch the milk bottle top and fly out to his bower with it. But last year I saw some photos of a bowerbird who had around his neck a blue milk bottle top that had degraded. So the centre of the top had actually broken down, and his head he'd put his head through the centre of it.
Well, not good.
Not good, and it wasn't I actually know the person who took the photo, and it was not a good outcome for that bowerbird. And if you're putting out blue objects for them, invariably they're plastic and they're still ending up in our waterways and things. So as much as I understand the temptation, and I've done it myself in the past, I would ask people not to put blue plastic items out for bowerbirds.
Good advice. I used to do it too.
Yeah, it's like they used to just say don't put the ring of the lid out, but like this was definitely an entire lid that had broken down.
Yeah.
But they do like grape hyacinth flowers. So maybe you might like to plant some grape hyacinths if you don't mind their flowers being chopped off and are taken off for use at a satin bowerbird's bower. And other plants that they like are, these may be not the right answers for veggie gardeners, beans, especially the leaves of beans, bok choy leaves, mulberries, grapes, and any other fruit that's going. In the bush, they like soft fruits like lily-pilly, native cherry, native grape, and some harder seeds. So think about putting those things in rather than putting out plastic for our bowerbirds.
Yeah, they really are actually rainforest birds, aren't they, at heart? I think lily-pillies once upon a time were their staple diet in the bush. I think that like having berries, as so many rainforest plants do, was what originally sort of was the big attraction. But today, our veggie garden's perhaps more attractive.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Easier to get to.